Hey everybody, what's up? It's R-DiK here, old school duelist 12, whatever you want to call me. Today I'm doing Dustin's deck, and yet again I'm using my phone to record the video. Because, well, my phone, for some strange godly reason, uploads videos faster than my own computer, and yeah, it's really annoying, and I really hate it that my phone does it faster than my computer. So I'm going to figure out what's wrong with that. When I do, I'll start uploading videos with my computer and use a better camera. But until then, just, keep, an appearance on YouTube. I'm going to use my phone. We're going to get right into this deck profile, and today I'm doing Dustons. Dustons is a really fun deck that I really love. I used it today at locals here in town. I used it on my friends today. Oh, it was beautiful. I love Dustons. It honestly is a really cheap deck that, a lot of people kind of look past. In some ways, it's, like price-wise, it's cheap, and can be a really cheap, and I like it. I really do like Dustin's a lot. I'm actually pretty happy I built them. There is one more card I want to add to the deck, but I just haven't gotten it yet. I'll tell you what it is when I get to the card. I'm going to replace it. That it is going to replace. As you can tell, you run 3 House Dustons, because House Dustin is like the main card that gets everything that goes off. House Dustin, when it's attacked, when it's destroyed by battle or card effect, or your opponent's card effect, you special summon Dustins from your hand or deck. Sorry, I just finished a soda. From hand and or deck, on your opponent's side of the field and your field, and it has to be equal. It's really fun. I really love this card. But like I said, it gets everything off. I run 2 green Dustins, 2 blue Dustins, 3 red Dustins, and 3 yellow Dustins. Now here's why I run 3 of yellow and 3 of red, and 2 of the other ones. Yellow Dustin. Get red. You want to not red? Please red. Okay. I run 3 yellow Dustins because it has a really good effect to add cards from your graveyard back into your deck. So I really enjoy that effect because I can go back through with some plays. Red Dustin, it's a really good card because of its negative effect. The control of this card, when it's destroyed, loses 500 attack. So throw it on your opponent's side of the field, and they take 500 life points. Enough said. And it's also really good too because sometimes you just don't get your House Dustin right away. And I'll give you guys a quick sneak peek at one of the cards that you run 3 of for spells. You run 3 creature swaps. Creature swap is really good for this deck because one, their attack is all 0. So if you draw one, like early game or late game, or you just want to do some quick damage and steal one of their big monsters, it's simple. You just throw a Dustin down, creature swap. They take the negative effect. Plus, I like red Dustin. I run 3 red Dustins because, like I said, you take 500 life points. Creature swap a red Dustin for one of their big monsters. Boom! I don't know how many times today at locals. It did really good. Using that, I actually used it twice in a row. So that's why I run 3 red Dustins, red and green, or blue and green. Blue, it's 1 random card from your opponent's hand, and it's banished face down for 1 turn. Or not, it's not banished for 1. It's face down for 1 turn, but it is banished for good. Green, you pick 1 card on the field. The controller of this card, everything is controller cards. So whoever controls the card currently, controller of the card. Targets 1 spell or trap card, sends it back to their hand. So that's why I only run 2 blues and 2 greens, because you're only gonna one on each side, or one on that side. But red Dustin, because it's got a really good effect, and yellow Dustin. There's 2 more Dustins that I need to show you guys. White Dustin, you run 3 white Dustins because all the other Dustins besides white Dustin and House Dustin and the final Dustin, which is Star Dustin, you run 2 of. I'll explain why. yeah, the reason why you what is it? 3 White Dustons, because White Dustin and House Dustin are the only ones that can be tributed, synchroed, and XYZ. It uses XYZ materials. Red, blue, green, and yellow, they sadly cannot be used, which is also good for the deck because of the way the deck runs. Special summon on your opponent's side of the field can't be tributed or anything like that. Um, but yeah, White Dustin and House Dustin are the only Dustins that you can tribute and use as XYZ materials. Now, Star Dustin, that's the big main Dustin card. You send, not tribute, not sacrifice, nothing. It's just send any number of Dustins on your side of the field to the graveyard, and uh, the equal number of those times 1,000 is Star Dustin's attack. I run 2. Some people say run 1. If you're running the Exodia Dustin build, you're going to want to run 3 just because. But I run 2. People say 1, but I run 2 for the fact of uh, consistency. So I draw. So it's just a better chance of me drawing into it, and I actually can go into the second Dustin. Not as powerful as the first one, but if I do get a second Dustin, I can go into the second Dustin. Excuse me, no problem. Some people they say run 1 Dustin because you have a lot of cards that can search out for it and add it to your hand. I like it at 2. Now, the non-Dustin cards, I do run 2 Shining Angels because House Dustin is a light monster. So you can set your Shining Angel and then go into the House Dustin right away. 2 Goblin Kings because this is the OTK Goblin King variant. Because automatically, if House Dustin effect goes off, you can Goblin King. And for every fiend on the field besides him, he gains 1,000. So automatically, that's 4,000 attack points already on him if House Dustin went off. That takes care of the monsters. We're going to go to the spells. Now for spells, 3 Where Art Thou? Where Art Thou? That's your search out card for literally any monster except for the Shining Angels. Any of the level 1. You do have to control a level 1 monster. That is the only thing I do have to complain. Well, not only that, but if you don't summon the card or a card with the same name, you do take 2,000 life points, which sometimes I honestly can deal with. I can deal with taking the 2,000 sometimes. But I deal with that. Like I said, run 3 creature swap because your hand does get full of Dustins kind of fast if you don't have the House Dustin, or if House Dustin doesn't go off early in the game. So yeah, creature swap is really good. You can take some big monsters. I actually did that quite a bit today. I run also 2 Forbidden Lances or two forbidden Dresses because it will protect your Star Dustin. It will, like any of the big cards in this deck. It does protect them. So yeah, it's really good. I run 2 MSTs, Mystical Space Typhoons for the new people. MSTs are really good. It's a staple, pop stuff. I run one. I run 1 for 1. Just toss a monster. Go grab a special summon a level 1 monster from your deck. Really good for this deck. I want to put it at 2, but for now I'm happy with it at 1. Ego Boost. Now this is a really awkward card. Honestly, I would swap out for a second 1 for 1, but Ego Boost has come in handy. Ego Boost. It's a quick play spell card. When a monster declares an attack, I target 1 face-up monster on the field, gains 1,000 attack. Excuse me, my throat's getting a little dry. You does gain 1,000 attack at the end of the battle phase. So, or until the end of the battle phase. So, Ego Boost can make any Dustin. If you're going to hit something really big, it can make the Dustin. So you take 1,000 less. Plus, also your big monsters. Oops, sorry. There's something on the screen. It does make your Goblin King. It can make your what is it? The freaking Star Dustin can make that bigger as well. I rarely use it on that, but it does. It can help reduce damage because everything is 0 if you do decide to just punch head on with House Dustin right off the bat, which I do a lot anyway, just to get the game. It's really fast. That takes care of the spells. We're going to go to the traps. I run three just desserts, because it's at least a 2,000 if House Dustin goes off. Plus, if they have one monster, or it does do 25 damage at least, because they have to have at least one monster on the field to destroy your House Dustin, or if you hit their monster. Um, so yeah, just desserts. I run three. It chops down life points easy. I run one breakthrough skill and one solemn warning. A breakthrough skill because affects in solemn warning because it's a staple. Now I run one dark bribe. This is the card that I do want to trade out for anti-spell fragrance. Anti-spell fragrance is a trap card, a continuous trap card that your opponent or both players have to set their spell card before you activate it. Most of the spell cards in this deck that are used during the duel to help defend are quick play spells, so I don't mind setting them. But to wear Arthows, by the time the anti-spell fragrance is up, Star Dustin is out, so I don't really have to use this spell. I don't really have to use wear Arthows and creature swaps. So anti-spell fragrance is a really good card. It's extremely good for this deck. I just haven't got one yet because it is a $7 card. That's the cheapest I have found. It's a $7 card. So until then, I just use Dark Bribe. Negates their spell, draw one card. That takes care of the main deck. We're going to go in the extra deck. Now, here's a really fun combo that I really do love doing, and it gets it. Oh, dude, hardcore drops for game right away, or by second turn, it does drop for game. Number 31 and number 13. Number 31, embodiment of punishment. Number 13, embodiment of crime. Embodiment of punishment. As long if you have you can detach one. All monsters on your opponent's side of the field are. You can do this during either player's turn. All monsters on your opponent's side of the field do get switched to attack and must attack him. If you have number 13 on the field, he gains the effects of cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect. While it has XYZ materials, plus your opponent takes any damage you would have from this card. So basically, any damage that would be dealt to him or be dealt to you because he only has 500 attack. Same goes for him. He doesn't. You don't take it anymore. He does. Same effect goes for number 13, embodiment of crime. Embodiment of crime. I want to say the difference is as long as you have a material. Yes. Oh yeah. Literally exact same effects. They go together. Both of them. You both need to just do quick two level 1 monsters. So in total, really what you can do is hit with House Dustin, fill their field up, and then you do a House Dustin and 3 White Dustins because those are the only ones in the deck that can overlay. So you do that, quick, easy, number 13, number 31, and it does drop for game pretty fast. By turn, literally the turn after, if you're lucky, you could easily just done right there. Easy. So, like I said, it's really good. If you do get a House Dustin on your first turn, you're definitely gonna get it. You're definitely gonna get these guys out and do some pretty lethal damage. That takes care of those guys. Number 54, Lionheart. Number 54, Lionheart is a beautiful card for this. It's kind of like 31 and 13. He can't be destroyed. We read the effect exactly. This face-up attack position card cannot be destroyed by battle. When battle damage is done to him, you can detach one. When battle damage is done to him, both you and your opponent take battle damage. Or you could detach one XYZ material, and your opponent is the only one who takes damage. It does cost. He is 100 attack, but it does cost 3 level 1 monsters. That's really easily done. Just 3 white Dustins with the House Dustin. Go for him. Only reason why you would go for him instead of these two is if they have 2 monsters on the field, or 2 monsters on the field, so you only summon 3 Dustins on their side of the field and 3 white Dustins on your side of the field. Boom, there's your number 54, Lionheart. These are other guys that I do run in the deck. I have yet to actually have a chance to use them, because they are honestly really awkward to use. Mira the Star Barrier, or Bearer. He is a warrior monster. It's 3 level 1s. If this face-up card would be destroyed, you can detach one XYZ material from this card instead. Level 4 or lower monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. So it's good if you want to keep your Star Dustin. You could easily just, Star Dustin. You could Star Dustin, or not Star Dustin, House Dustin. Overlay your 3 whites. But overlay your 3 whites, and honestly, I run it because it's a hilarious card to run, and it does help with some stuff. You could use if you run Goblin King. Only way to destroy him at that point is battle. Mira, and then you Mira. Baby Tarragon. Like I said, same thing could go for Mira. It's 3 level 1s. He's 900 attack. You detach target 1 level monster I control. It can attack your opponent directly. It's really brutal. Like I said, with Goblin King, you Baby Tarragon, 3 whites, summon your Goblin King, Baby Tarragon, boom. Number 56, the Gold Rat. He's just a draw. Really, it's 3 1s. Detach, discard 1, or shuffle, or draw 1 card, shuffle 1 card from your hand into your deck. I do have a side deck for this deck, actually. I side decked 1 green, 1 blue, 1 Star Dustin, 1 Goblin King, 1 Shining Angel, and 1 Effect Veiler for monsters. I side decked in 1 for 1, Dark World Dealings, Monster Reincarnation for spells, and then for traps for the side deck, I do have side decked in 3 Dustin Rollers, a Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, and Spirit Barrier. Spirit Barrier is actually a really good card to run in this deck, or to side deck this card, only because your star, it's really. It's an awkward card to have, but at the same time, it can come in handy because you can have House Dustin out, have Spirit Barrier on the field. You'll take no damage because the House Dustin's out, but it's really situational, and I probably would never side deck it in unless necessary. But that takes care of main deck, extra deck, and side deck. Hope you guys really enjoyed Dustin's. It's not a really well played. It's not really a used deck, and for the people that do use it, it is pretty hilarious to watch people duel against it because they really don't have many answers for Dustins. And one controversy that people do say that I did run into at locals, he said you can't attack with monsters that have 0 attack. I did my research. I have yet to find somewhere where it says you can't attack with monsters with 0 attack, so if it has 0 attack, go ahead and attack with it, like House Dustin. And I actually went to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki page, and they say with House Dustin, try to hit a low attack monster so you don't take as much damage. So with that being said, the Wiki page does say to try and attack low attack monsters. Therefore, there's your answer. You can attack with monsters with 0 attack. Now, if you attack a monster with 0 attack, they both die. And House Dustin's effect still goes off. I thought I'd just clarify that up for everybody. Thank you for watching my deck profile of House of Dustins. And Dustins, like I said, Dustins are a extremely good deck. I think so, at least. So if you want to go ahead and build it, go for it. If you want to tweak it, if you want to build the Exodia build, go for it. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my videos. Shoot me a rate or whatever, but remember to always like, share, and subscribe. I'm R-DiK or Old School is 12, whatever you want to call me. Thank you and have a beautiful night.